All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Crystal Unfiltered Tarot. How's everybody doing? Give it a minute. Perfect. All right, let's pin this. There we go. Perfect. Hi, Marissa. Hi, girly. How are you doing? Do you have to work tomorrow? Excuse me. Oh, yeah, girl. Oh, no. Girl, I hope you get paid good. If you're going to be putting in 4 straight 12s, you better be getting paid good. Have you been always at this same, um, like, ever, have you been at the same doctor's office, the same clinic, ever since you started? Because I know, like, when we weren't in touch, when I wasn't able to go online, for that year, I never asked you that. If you ever switched practices or if you are at the same one. I've been doing it for 9 years. Damn. But I've been with my current company going on 5 years. 9 years. Holy crap. You were just a baby then. That's awesome. So when did we meet? Because I started in 2019. When did you and I meet? Yeah, I started when I got with Chris. Got it. Yeah, I know that when I met you, I took a shortcut in my career for now. Oh, a shortcut. Got it. 2019, you had just split with Chris. Okay, what month was that? And you've been with me since the beginning, baby. I split with him in March. I think the summer that year. I started in March, so yeah, that makes sense. I think I need to, so yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to get my background right, but I'll figure it out as time goes on. I need to be able to, like, show the cards. Alrighty. You could text me how many questions we're doing, and if you want to start with your regular or not. I'm going to ask if anybody else is going to come in. Jeremiah and Samantha, is anybody besides Marissa going to come in to get a question? Oh, it says yes. That would be awesome. Okay, so we'll start with your first question. All right, let me get the spirit coming in for you. So Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in for these YouTube readings. We're starting with Marissa. She's got 3 to 4 questions. So that's like, consider her readings. We're going to start with her first question. So we need to bring Greg in. So let's do the clock in a second. All right. Let me put the timer for 10 minutes. All right. Greg, what is your current feelings, emotions, thoughts, and energy for Marissa? Concentrate on just Marissa, please. Maybe you thought about her over the weekend. Okay, so he's wishing that he had somebody to talk to. I mean, obviously, I'm like trying to keep him on you, but so I'm not going to ask him what he wants to talk to you about. But I think that he's just okay. Good. He's not bringing anybody else in. I'm pulling more cards, so that's good. I think that he just needs a friend, and he needs you specifically. So starting with the Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles is usually like the word sharing, share. And then the Chariot is next. So like moving forward in his life, he wants it to be nothing but like happiness. And you do come into it pretty quick. So I thought he was gonna be like, oh, I need to talk to somebody that I know, Marissa, about like what's going on with me, but he is not doing that. So that's good. He is bringing up the relationship that you guys had. The Four of Wands is your relationship. The Two of Cups is letting you know that he still feels a huge connection to you. But he also knows that it's faded, right? Like it's faded because you guys have not been in communication for quite a while, right? So he's hoping that you feel the same and that you guys can reconnect. This card for me, a lot of people feel like it's friendship. I don't. But friendship isn't bad, right? We could start with friendship. But for me, the Three of Cups is reconciliation, getting back together, or reconnecting. And that he sees you as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a great card. When you want to know what a man feels for you, this is the queen you want to get. Okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles is like stability, which is great, but this is like letting you know he still is highly attracted to you. Okay, that he thinks about you, that Yeah, here he comes. All right, so he is funny. Here he comes. He's like, the curves, whatever that means, the curves. He likes the curves. Um, and he wants to touch your curves, and he's using words like caress. Okay, all right, he's here for sure. Let's see what else. Let me pull some more cards. What are your emotions, feelings, thoughts, and energy towards Marissa? Greg, what is your yeah, so he's also seeing you. I love this, back to back. The Queen of Wands to the Empress. So it's like he still puts you on a pedestal, right? So he might be talking about being intimately, sexually, I guess. Um, oh wow, he goes compatible. We are intimately, or yeah, I don't like to use the word sexually when I don't know who's watching, but that combined with the Empress is showing that like it's not all about that he would put you on a pedestal. Okay, he is concerned with these two cards. He's concerned that he will be rejected by you. He feels that okay, so he's showing me that this Four of Pentacles right here is that like he's still, even though you guys drifted away and then he eventually met somebody and maybe you've dated others, that he's never really let go of you. So that's, I like that. That's not a bad thing. But for him, he is showing this with the Two of Swords. So the Two Swords is he doesn't have the intel that you have, right? So you hit him up and you know, let him know that you knew something about his life that happened. He doesn't have that intel. At least he's telling me he doesn't have any connection to you as far as social media goes or anything like that. Um, oh my gosh, I was so nervous that day. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Yeah, look. The what day? What day? Oh, the day that you reached out. Yeah. So the Ace of Wands. Oh yeah, he could on Snap. He could on Snap. Um, but what he's trying to say is like he's scared because he's always like held on to you in the back of his mind, but he doesn't know where you're at. He doesn't know if you're dating, if you're in a relationship. He doesn't have the intel on you. So yeah, the day that you texted him, but you understand. So yeah, so there is an opportunity for him to add you on Snap. Let's see if he knows that. Like, let's just ask. Are you aware that you can just easily snap Marissa and that you guys would be in communication? Okay, so he does know. That's a yes. It's a big yes, actually. So then what the heck, bro? Step on the gas. So it the next card was the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ace of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles shows me that he really does want to start a new passionate beginning. And combined with that, he knows that he has to spend actual time with you. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles is all about spending time. Usually it's one on one, like it's usually in person time. So he has to be considering the future. And if I reach out to her, he kind of needs to be a few steps. He knows he needs to think ahead a few steps. He can't just send you a snap and then like not talk to you again. He has to think of, okay, I'm going to snap her or I'm going to text her or whatever. I'm going to start that communication And then where do I want that to go? In the beginning, it needs to be more like friendships, get it, like let's vibe with each other. He's saying, like, let's get back to getting to know each other again. And then he's like, but I know that we're just going to like slide right back in to the comfort and the safeness and the like the relationship kind of thing. You know what I mean? He's like, it's going to be hard to try to just be your friend at first because he does have feelings. You can feel that. Let's see how much time we have. 45 seconds. Okay, let's see. Anything else you want to tell Marissa? Wow. Yes. Hold on. Where did that card just go? It was your card. Where did it just go? It was supposed to come out. What just happened? Well, whatever. You know what card I'm talking about. So the Four of Swords came out with the Scorpio card, the Death card. So this is showing me that he thinks about you when he goes to bed. Okay, when he goes to bed and he can't sleep, it's because he's thinking about you. Time's up. All right. Well, that was good for a first question. I still feel like he's holding back, though. I still feel like he has a lot more to say about like emotions that he's trying to like almost make sure he doesn't get hurt before he even communicates with you. So it's not a bad thing, but I could feel it. I could feel it. He's like, yeah, like we'll just be like good old times. And you know what I mean? He's like trying not to show how much true emotion he has, but he does. Okay, what do you want your second question to be? All right. All right. Let's do it. Let me take a sip of my drink. What is that? Is that a fly? I have never seen that in my life. That is like a creepy fly. Okay, so now we're gonna need Jeremiah and Samantha. We're gonna need you to let me be the eyes, the ears, and I'm gonna be a fly on the wall to see what's going on inside the relationship between Greg and Emily. So I need both of their energies to be here to do that. And let's start. It looks scary from here. It's like kind of cute but scary at the same time. All right, so I'm gonna try to close my eyes to see if I could get vision here. All right, what is going on? If I could be a fly on the wall, put me in that. Put me in that house and show me what's going on in that relationship. I don't need either person to speak on it. I just need to watch. All right. What's going on in there, in that house, in that relationship between Greg and Emily? Okay. Yikes. There's a lot of emotions, okay? It's going to be like a roller coaster. and I need to try to figure out if it's him or her or both of them. But it starts out with the Nine of Swords energy, not good energy, to the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is feeling like somebody is missing out, and the Nine of Swords is anxiety, insomnia, just gutted, if you're British, gutted, right? Like nobody is feeling good. The emotions are intense on both sides. I could feel that it's getting more, it's growing. It's very, they're not doing a lot of talking. And what I mean by that is like they're not having the right conversations. They're just living. It feels like this past week or since the last time we asked until now, it does feel like there's ships passing in the night. Even though they're around each other a lot, it still feels like there is some, oh my God, just very intense energy between the both of them. Okay. So then it goes the Ace of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. Um, and I'm hearing that this is more so her saying, like, where did the love go? Like, how is it so soon that we're going in a different direction than what we planned our lives to be? Why are we having so much friction? There's a lot of overthinking on both parties. He doesn't want to be the bad guy, but he wants to follow his heart. She wants to follow his heart, or sorry, her heart, which leads to him, but his leads somewhere else. He he's trying to make like a final decision of, he is going to be the bad guy in this movie. You know what I mean? Like he's going to be the one that is the reason why her future is not going to become her future. All right. So the devil energy is that he's taking on the responsibility of being the one in the wrong. He messed up. He messed up a lot by making decisions and rushing them and all of that we know about. The Six of Cups is that he still cares about her, but that's the X card. Okay. When I saw this, though, when I saw these two cards, I also felt like it had a double meaning. Okay. So he feels that from his point of view, he feels like, he's going to take responsibility. He's trying to make a decision if this is really, you know, does he just stay in the marriage because he feels obligated, or does he go with his heart and and get out? Okay. And that would make her his ex. The double meaning when I saw this is that she is gonna think there's somebody else. She's not gonna she's gonna be so bewildered and so, even though she's felt the energy so erratic. He's nice one day, he's not nice the next. He's not mean, but like to me, it is mean to ignore your partner. Okay, so I do feel that she has a lot of ground to stand on. Um, Because, yeah, he's not yelling at her. He's not calling her names. He's not being toxic in that way. He's more like out of mind, out of sight type of thing. She needs to not be delusional. We live in the 21st century. True. So the double meaning, though, is that she's going to think, why would you want to get out of this so quickly unless there's somebody else? Okay? Let's pull some more cards. Sure, fun. Yeah, this house, I wouldn't, like, the energy's not good in the house. There's, like, he's feeling burdened by it because his decision is really going to change their lives, right? But I kind of feel like, yeah, see, so he is definitely still wanting to walk away from her, which she's going to feel really big rejection and it's going to affect her future. So he is her future with other men. I feel bad for the mom and brother being around them. I was just feeling that too because I feel like everybody's going to their own rooms and nobody wants to talk to anybody because nobody will like confront the elephant in the room. And yeah, I feel bad for them too, honestly. I feel really like, ugh, yeah. I think though that, okay, when I pulled this card, girl, there was a card underneath it, and I was like, no. So I put it back. I just shuffled, pulled one more card. It's the same card, and it's you. But actually, it goes like this. So it looks like, but I do kind of feel like this is just the death card. I don't think that this is leaving her for you, but I mean, that might be how it happens. But I'm really just looking at he is pretty sure of himself that he is gonna walk away, he is gonna reject her, he is going to get out of this situation and end it with the death card. Now, if it has a double meaning and that means it leads him to you, then that's what we've seen all along anyway. And Greg is loud, like he talks loud. So I'm sure his mom can't ask him anything exactly without him talking loud. I see. Yeah, he's from what I can tell. Yeah, he's a very animated and loud person. But you're saying the volume of his voice is loud? Are you talking about the volume of his voice? Okay. Oh, there it is. Perfect timing. His tone and his volume. Right. And so he'd have to talk to her when she wasn't there, but I feel like she's there all the time. Like if she works, then she comes straight home. You know what I mean? It's just sad because it's kind of sad. I know that this is the direction we need him to go to end up with you. But I do feel it's sad because if I was like madly in love with someone and they married me, I wouldn't expect them to turn around and leave me. So I feel the pain because I don't think it's right. I think he made some really bad rushed decisions. Marissa, can you get rid of that? You don't even know how to spell Jesus, so get the fuck out of here. Jesus is amazing. There we go, I got it. I know, we've both been through this, so it's like, but he has every right to want to live his. Oh, you did? Thank you. He didn't even know how to spell Jesus. Give me a break. Okay, think of your third and fourth question. I'm going to take a quick break, girly. I'll be right back, my love. Is that okay? I'm going to text you anyways. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Turn that off. Okay, I'm back. Are you here? Oh, you're not here. I'll tell you. Okay. Oh, there it is. Because it said 0. Okay, perfect. I like this question. So this might turn into an extended, but we'll see. You okay with that? Okay. I just feel like this is the one that we really need to get, like, not rush through it and, like, really get what's going to happen between you guys. So, like, okay, so I'm going to read it real quick and I'm just going to say how I feel. So, when Greg reaches out to me to talk, how soon after will he ask to see me? And if so, what do you see our time being like? Yeah, I definitely see that being an extended. So we'll figure that out at the end. But this, I think, is a really good question, especially being something you really haven't asked or we haven't dug that much into. All right, so cool. Sounds good. So Jeremiah and Samantha come back. Let's refresh. This is really gonna be a question for Jeremiah, okay? Because he can look into the future. He can show me the visions. He can, give me the audio and he can put the big picture out there of what it's going to look like. So, Greg doesn't know that answer. You don't know that answer, right? So, okay, perfect. One more time so I remember it. The first part is when Greg reaches out to Marissa to talk. How soon after he reaches out to you will he ask to see you in person? And if so, what do you see our time being like? Perfect. All right, let me get the clock. So we'll do 15 minutes. I don't know why I always choke on that. Okay, so Jeremiah, just to make sure, you do see Greg reaching out to Marissa and eventually asking her to see him in person. Okay, good. So we're validating that this is still going to happen. So I love that. It's just a little validation and clarification that yes, everything is still moving in the right direction. Yes. Oh, I see it, girl. Like I was telling your brother, I was like explaining that like why I'm unfiltered, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I would not be telling Marissa this to like get her hopes up. If I don't see it, I will tell you I don't see it. And that might make people, unhappy, but I said I see it and I've seen it since the day she started asking questions about him. And it's never wavered. Exactly. And I know you. And did he tell you? Oh, I'll have to tell you this on Well, I think there's only one, only you watching. I said something like, I'm going to give you a discount only because of my relationship with your sister. And he was like, excuse me, I thought we were homies. And I was like, we are homies, but she's my one and only. I don't know. I don't want to say anything too much that people are like, what? That's funny, but it's true. It's true. I can't be doing that with all my friends. You know what I mean? It's different, and I'll tell you why after this. I'll text you and tell you the reason. Duh, what do you expect? Exactly. But like everybody probably expects it, right? Like, because they've known me for 6 years. But there's a specific reason with you. Because I do not do it for anybody else. All right. Then lead me down a broken road. Exactly. You would rather. I'm pulling cards. Don't worry. Um, you would rather me be honest with you than lead you down a broken road. Exactly. That's funny. He told you. He's like, I thought we were homies. I'm like, we are homies and we are getting closer as friends, but uh, you're not 6 years in with me. You're not 6 years deep with me. All right, here we go. Ooh, I love this. Ooh, look at the second card. I get all excited. So the Ace of Swords is Jeremiah saying, this is the truth. Okay? Like the the Ace of Swords is about that this is the truth. This is what's going to happen. Okay? And then the next card is you. So they're just letting you know once again with the pendulum and now with the cards, I am going to tell you the truth. All right. So how long after Greg initiates communication, whether it's on Snap, whether it's through a text, however he decides to um, get back in touch with her, what is the time frame that it will take for him to say, I want to see you in person, let's plan something? So it does show that this is something he's going to think about and plan. He is, okay, this is showing what he's doing right now. He's thinking about you all the time. Sure, he's also thinking about the mess that he made and what's going on in his own life. But thank God it doesn't overpower his mind to not think of you. So this shows that he thinks about you, the other one. It's hard to do this because it's the opposite. And then that Knight of Cups is that he's thought about it enough that he knows he wants to pursue you. He knows he's going to communicate with you. He does know that with the Six of Wands, it's going to be a challenge. Um, and I mean that in it, because of what's going on with him, it's not just going to be this, you're single, he's perfectly single, and he contacts you, and it's like that. It's a wrap, right? But this card leads to victory. It's like climbing up a mountain, and it's challenging. But once you get to the top and you made it, and you're looking at this beautiful view, it's a victory. So it's worth it. It's worth the time and effort. So let's get timing so that I could get you to the real question. Okay, timing. Oh, okay. So he is going to come out of the woodwork. This is my no contact card. Okay. And then with the no contact card is the Ten of Swords, which is that right now you are not in any sort of communication. The swords are communication. Now look what it is. The Ace of Pentacles. That is an opportunity. And yeah. And this is an offer and an opportunity to spend time together, to talk, to get to know each other. Again, ooh, look at the card. Look at these. It just gets better and better. The Star and the Two of Cups. That he knows that you are probably the person that he should have done these things with. Moved in with, gotten a house with, waited for, because you were the one, you are his soulmate, and he still believes that. He is going to pursue you wanting a relationship. In the back of his head, he's not going to outwardly in the very beginning tell you this, but just know that, just remember that he has already thought about it. And when he contacts you, it's for a reason. So give us timing. When will he ask her to hang out from the time that they start communicating? Okay, so the hangman is here. So it is going to be a little bit of time. All right, let's see what that is. The hangman is not a long time, but it's also not super quickly, right? So let me see. All right, I'm just going to ask because I know time is rapidly going and we need that second part. I told you we'd have to go the extended. Okay, from the time I'm kind of seeing like a month, maybe 2 months. Is that accurate? Is that accurate? Oh, okay. Is it sooner? Is it sooner? Okay. Okay. So what they just told me is uh, he's gonna take not super long, but like it's gonna take a little while. The hangman right now is that he needs to get some shit figured out before he establishes the communication. Once he establishes it, it's gonna go quickly. So quicker than I thought. When I see 1 to 2, that's telling me 1 to 2 months. I mean, in my mind. So let's ask again. Is it going to be like, because my first initial, what I saw was 3-0. So let's go there. Will it be within 30 days of them in contact? Okay, that's a slow yes. Will it be within 60 days, which is what I said from the beginning? So now it's going quicker. See, I don't know, Jeremiah, did you just not understand what I said? I see 1 to 2 months. Okay, you want me to say 0 to 2 months. Is that correct? Okay, he's calling me out. Okay, Marissa, it's 0 to 60 days. He didn't want me, Jeremiah doesn't want me to say 1 to 2 months because it could literally happen in that first 30 days. It really depends on how often you're communicating and where the feelings are going. Okay. Hi, Maya. So that's why it's saying it could be sooner. Hi, welcome. No, I do um each person that puts in a question, how do I answer this, Marissa? It's it's basically a private reading, personal reading. It's just you ask a question like, will I get back with my ex? And I answer it. And I'm a psychic, intuitive tarot reader. Yeah, like private questions about yourself and your life. Yeah, up at top, it shows uh, the how you can send in for the question. It's pinned at the top. Okay, Marissa, so let's go into the part, and I'm going to add like 2 more minutes. Let me pause it. Okay, because we only have like 3 minutes. but I talked for like 2. I'll get to your answer though. Okay, so the second part of the question is, um, what does spirit see your time being like? Right? Wasn't that it? So we finally got that. Yes, you'll get into communication. Yes, he'll ask to see you, and it'll be between 0 and 60 days. Oh, okay. Like when you actually see each other. So I want to see, is it still going to be that you guys hang out at a hotel? Are you guys going to go somewhere? Like, let's see if we get new information. So so we have 3 minutes on the clock. I talked for like 2 because I paused it. So I'll put 6 and hopefully we get it done. We'll try. Okay, let me move this, cancel it. 6 minutes, start. Okay. All right. So describe what's going to happen the first time that Marissa and Greg reconnect. How funny, they leave as soon as they know that. Retarded. Okay, what's going to happen the first day that they see each other for the first time since they like ended things? What will that weekend be like? Ooh, I have the chills all over. Isn't it funny? I'm like, at least stay and like watch to see if you like me as a reader. That's all I ask. Just, you don't have to pay for it. You don't have to get a question, but watch one person's question to see how damn great I am. All right, here we go. Okay, so it starts with the Wheel of Fortune. So that means I definitely think that he is going to do what you said. He is going to offer to either come all the way to you. You guys will come up with that, but he will lead, which is good. There's you, the Scorpio, and the Star. So he knows how important this weekend is. Okay, he understands that he's kind of. I kind of feel like Jeremiah is saying he knows he's got one shot at this. He's got one shot at like really making you believe that he's in this. And in those, it's kind of good that you guys talk for 0 to 60 days. I do feel like you guys are going to connect so quickly that it could speed up the time frame. And I think that's what Jeremiah wanted you to know, that just be prepared. But he also is saying like he also would have to take off. Well, he wouldn't have to take off work. You might have to take off work. And so that would have to get discussed. But those details are not necessary right now. All right, let's just see what you're going to do. Yes, see, he's going to walk away what doesn't serve him, and he's going to go find his princess. He's going to find the one. He's going to go to you. He's definitely going to plan something. He's not going to just show up and be like, so what do you want to do? He's not that type. Usually I would tell him my weekends I'm free. Oh, okay. Can you make sure, like, if he was to plan it, do you think you could get it off? He's going to want to ask you things like, do you want to share a room? Are you okay with sharing a room? He's going to want to be the planner, the magician. He's going to want to take you somewhere fun so that it's not all, just hanging out in a hotel room. You're definitely going to go. Yes, I'm off. Or I'd have to call him. Got it. If I'm off, yes, got it. Okay. So let's see. It does show him coming in quickly, looking at all of his options on like, so I do, I see, I kind of see like either a dinner and then like a show or something afterwards, or I see like a game, like a baseball game, and like lunch. It's like, I don't know, but there's going to be an activity. It will not just be, it's going to be fun. Yeah, concert, a game. Well, obviously, it wouldn't be the season anymore, right? So, not a game. Definitely shows like a big area. I maybe an Astros game. Is that basketball? They said the word game, but they also said show. Baseball goes up until October. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's going to be an activity like that. It's either going to be a baseball game, Astros game, a concert, something that you guys can interact with. That's why I keep feeling it's a game. And that's why I'm getting like I keep wanting it to be this like romantic dinner, but something, there's a reason why you don't go to a fancy dinner, and I'm seeing it be because he wants it to be fun. You're both into baseball, and basically you guys would like eat the food that's there, you know. You get what I'm saying? Unless he comes down, I could take him to a local baseball game. So I think that he would like give you options, because he's gonna come in quick with communication, and immediately he's gonna be talking about, well, when am I gonna get to see you? He's gonna talk about it immediately, Marissa. And time's up, but I'll go on for a little bit longer. He's he's going to think of options. He wants to give you options, because maybe you don't want to go to a game. Maybe you would rather do something else. So if he is going to come down to Corpus, that's how I see him kind of being like, well, how am I supposed to plan something there? She would know more about what's going on there. So I'll just basically say, you know, what's your perfect date? I'll make it happen type of thing. So let's just kind of look at, I'll go another couple of minutes. How will it go? Yeah, see, he's going to be, I don't need to say much more than this. He wants the activities so that there's not a lot of pressure, but how does he want it to end up? These two cards, the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You're gonna have a really intimate, long night. And this might be too much TMI, but it feels like he can provide you with a long night, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my God. He's like, it's Jeremiah that's saying it. So that's why I think I'm blushing. Because Jeremiah is like, I wouldn't normally say this. Yep, Team No Sleep. I really do see like you guys basically like, yeah, like, and I'm telling you, girl, I deal with a lot of people who are dealing with men who have issues in that department. I think that you would tell me you don't think he has issues in that department. And it does look like the sun comes up. I am too, and it's him. Because, I mean, oh my God. Okay. So I see like the sun comes up and then you guys fall asleep. You're together in a bed, so you definitely share a room. I kind of think this might be a 2-dayer, because you're gonna stay up till like 5 or 6 a.m. Then you're gonna sleep for a few hours, and then I see that you guys either choose to go out to get breakfast, but really I feel like you're gonna get breakfast ordered in bed, and you're just gonna you're gonna spend either another like half day together and then him leave, or he'll stay one more night. I'm not sure about that right now. Um, I because I don't feel like you guys have to hurry up and get out of the hotel by 10 a.m. Like, you know how you have to leave? I forget what it's called. I worked at a motel and I forgot what it's called. When it's time to leave. What do you call that? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, check out. Thank you. When you have to check out and you're hurrying to put all of your stuff away, if you're staying up till 5 in the morning, you got to get some sleep. And so I kind of see that he's gonna get 2 nights. And the second day is just gonna be more chill. That might be a night that you guys actually go to a nice dinner and then back to the hotel again, and then he leaves at checkout. Like at checkout, you guys leave. So it's kind of like a Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. You guys check out, and then you say goodbye and that. But it's gonna go really freaking well. But I think that he's being smart by doing an activity, because doing an activity, you kind of let your walls down, right? It's fun. You're just focused on having fun together, and when you get the volume high on the fun, and you guys get along and you're laughing and you're cuddling and you're, you know, maybe a kiss here or there, and then you go home, like you go to the hotel and everything steams up and it's like an all-nighter. Okay, because I went over, please do another question. Okay, please do one more question. What have we done? We've done two and an extended, and then we'll do one more. We've done three. Will you do one more? Is what I'm saying. Because I went over, will you do one more? That's me as your friend saying, is in our combo? Is it? Okay, hold on. Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do that one, and then at the end I'll text you about what to send tomorrow. Okay, I remember the question. Let me find it. Okay, so who do you want to answer this question, Marissa? Do you want Greg's higher self to answer this, or do you want Jeremiah to answer this? I think you should have Jeremiah answer this, but it's up to you. The question is, will he chicken out about the divorce after her reaction to the news and just try to make things work? All right, we'll go with you. Let's ask him. All right, give me 1 second. I could literally do this all night with you. I love your questions. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna think of some questions with like my knowledge of like what I think is gonna happen in the future. And we're all talking about how you're gonna stay up all night with Greg, and I'm like, I can stay up all night with you too. Not in that way, but all right. So Jeremiah, sorry. Thank you, Jeremiah. Um, if you need to come in to add to what Greg says, but we're going to focus on Greg, please come back in. We're going to ask you this question. And it's kind of on the tail end of a question we asked last week, about how she's gonna, cry and all these things, right? So the question is, will you chicken out when you go to sit her down at that table and be very serious? You're gonna have a notebook. I'm remembering it. You're gonna have a notepad with things written down. You have put a lot of thought, pen to paper, about this separation or divorce. At least that you're gonna probably leave, or you're going to. Oh yeah, he's gonna either say, if you don't leave, I am gonna go to an Airbnb. If you do leave, I'll stay at home, and you really should go stay with your mom. I mean, honestly, she really should. So during that reaction, is it gonna make him? Is it gonna make you, Greg? Uh, After her reaction to the news, are you just gonna try and make things work? All right. I'm gonna do this though as a 10-minute question, because this is not just a simple yes or no. If it was just a simple yes or no, I would do it that way, but it's not. All right, so Greg, you're the one answering this question. And I think you're right, Marissa, to ask Greg, because he's already thought this through. He's just buying time right now, because I feel like at any day he really could sit her down and do this. He just has to get the guts. He honestly just has to make the judgment call and go through with it. So let's see. If or I don't want to say if she reacts, I know that's how she's going to react. So remember last week, Greg, how I said she was going to react. Is that going to make you chicken out of getting a divorce and just take her back or stay with her or whatever? Okay. So if she freaks out and she cries and she begs and she pleads and all of this stuff, will that make you chicken out? How secure are you in your decision, right? How secure do you feel about the decision that you've made? He's very, very, look at the two cards that came out. He is very secure, Marissa, about his decision. So the King of Swords is just like a Queen of Swords. They're kind of assholes, right? They kind of are very blunt. They've made this decision. That combined with the Emperor takes action. The Emperor does not fear. The Emperor makes a decision and goes with it. So I'm liking this. The other card, the first card out, is a Justice card. That's a divorce on the table. Okay? So divorce on the table. The fact that he's going to be very sure of his decision. Let's see. So, okay. So he intends. He's already thought about this, that it's going to bring chaos. The Five of Wands is arguments, fighting, complete chaos. Okay? And the Six of Cups, because she's going to be his ex at the end of the day, right? They're going to get a divorce. So let's see. Are you ready for the chaos that is going to ensue, Greg? Or is that going to freak you out and make you feel bad, and so you stay? Okay, so the Judgment is next. The Judgment is like on that show. Is that your final decision? Yes, it is. So he's going in feeling very strong and very like I know how she's gonna react, and I'm timesing it by 100. Not only will she cry, she's gonna scream, she's gonna beg, and it's I did this, like I understand, like she's gonna plead for it. Hi, Hero, you can send in for your question. It's pinned at the top, and I can get to you next. All right. So oh wow, no. So she is gonna ask him, is there somebody else? Okay, the Seven of Swords is about lying, betrayal, cheating. Um, she's gonna be, even though she kind of knows this is where his head's at, she doesn't want to believe it, right? So she's going to do everything she can to make him feel super burdened by breaking her heart. She's going to put so much on him, but he's going to be able to see through that and be like, no, 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 that's not fair. You can't say that. Like, honestly, Marissa, I feel like she might even threaten to self-harm. And he's gonna say, okay, guess what? I'm calling your mom. Your mom is who's going to, has to be there for you through this and the rest of your family. But I'm not going to be told that I have to stay because you're threatening things. Yes. That's too much. Like, that's going overboard, dude. That's just gonna make him walk away even more. Yes. So no, I definitely think that her reaction is actually gonna make him exactly know that he made the right decision. It's going to validate, and it's almost like he's gonna be nervous doing it. But when she freaks out, he's gonna be like, I knew she was gonna do this. I knew she was gonna psycho, not psycho. I was gonna say psychoanalyze him, but I mean it in a different word. That if she could manipulate him, and he's not gonna allow it. You know what I mean? So no, I don't think he's gonna chicken out. I think that he's been thinking about it and planning it since the minute he did it. I hate to say that, but it's true. He shouldn't have gone through with it. It doesn't make him a bad person, though. You know what I mean? I also see his side. You see his side. Like, he rushed into it when he probably had a lot of chatter from the people around her. And I think that because his mom's coming through very strongly, you really should ask, like, how does the mom feel about them? But maybe you don't need, I don't know, maybe. Um, but I really feel like his mom is seeing like this crashing and burning, and she saw it from the beginning. And I do think that yeah, I do think for another day, for sure. I do think that she has told him, like, sure you want to go through with this? Are you sure you want to do this? Like, you really shouldn't do this. Like, you need to, like, and I think that now she's like, I told you so. Like, but she'll be on his side. But the reason why he's gonna lean on you, I hate to say this, I'm not saying he's not close with his mom or his brother, but I don't feel like he feels that like he could be completely vulnerable. And I think that he's going to lean on you because you've always been okay. That's what I'm feeling. It feels like she's super close. We have 1 minute. She's super close to her mom, whereas I just don't feel it there. Like they're there, but I don't feel like he has a good support system, like you're saying. And he's not close to his brother. They're opposites. And so he's gonna like the magnet is going to like push him towards you. And once he finally like just goes with it, makes that decision like he's going to with the divorce, make the decision to contact you. Once you respond back, even hello, he's winning. He's happy. This is, he's hoping that it's gonna continue, and it will. And I think that he's gonna be super, super excited that you still have feelings for him. I think because I've been through it. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You will be able to give him so much comfort and so much like it's okay. You're not a bad person. It sucks. That was the end. It sucks that like you hurt somebody and because you've been hurt by Chris, right? I've been hurt by my ex. But exactly. Shit happens, life goes on. You guys are still so young that it's like, thank God there's no kids in the situation. You know what I mean? Get out before that happens. Get out where, like with his ex that he had the house with, he was able, like you said, to get out of that house with her and she's gone. Like, not to be mean, I don't mean to be mean about Emily, but like, he needs to also do the same thing and get out. I always say my first marriage doesn't count. Well, my first marriage doesn't count, but my second marriage does. But that's funny. I like that. I always say you could get out of a marriage. Like, I married somebody else and immediately got back with my ex, like my husband, right? Like, he was able to forgive that. But when he started dating another woman, and we like still saw each other for 2 years, the day that he told me she was pregnant, that's it. Like that, it's a wrap. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I cannot have you dropping off your baby to another baby, like baby mama. I can't do it. That is where the line is crossed. So, like, he forgave me for getting married because it was literally a signature on a piece of paper to me and to him. So, we got through that. But I could not forgive him for being stupid enough to not be safe. Moron. Okay, I love you. I'm gonna text you right now. I'm gonna get off, but I hope it's early enough that you get to relax a little bit, and then you have 4 long days. Girly girl, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I love you too. Oh yeah, always a heart. Yay! Okay, I'll text you in a few minutes. Bye. Bye.